All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of Here's the Scoop with me, Thomas Jordan. And I hope you guys enjoyed the previous/first episode talking about creatine and kind of finding my stride with the whole podcast style thing. Definitely different. People seem to like this style more. So I'm happy about that. I feel more comfortable. I also got told that it wasn't so noticeable that I was staring at my computer a lot to get my thoughts and read my notes. So that's good. But we're going to roll into it. And this is episode 2 of Here's the Scoop. And it is Here's the Scoop on pre-workout. So everyone's favorite thing when you're hitting the gym, obviously, is pre-workout. And a lot of people rely on it to get in there, have a great workout. And basically, I want to talk about what pre-workout is, what makes up a pre-workout, how effective it is, what it actually does for you, and pros and cons, and just my personal experience with pre-workout and other options to get you in the gym, get that workout done, and power through. So, first of all, what is a pre-workout? And I wouldn't say Webster dictionary, but the definition is basically a multi-ingredient dietary formula designed to boost energy and athletic performance. That is the key. You want to take something to get you in the gym and focus and just get your workout done. Because I know, like, if you're someone who whether you work out, first thing in the morning or after work, I find after work workouts, if you go home and sit down, you are toast. You're done. So don't even try to do that. The best thing is have your gym stuff ready, either with you or if you have to stop at home, have it ready so that you can just change, grab it, and go. Because as soon as you sit down, you are not going to make it, or you're just not going to want to go. And I know there's been lots of times where I just haven't wanted to go to the gym coming out of work, and you just have to push yourself. And that's where we rely on things like pre-workouts. So if you don't fuel your body properly before exercise or any hard workout, you'll be less energized, weaker, and you're going to fatigue faster than normal. And that's no fun in the gym. So that's why we rely on pre-workout. It's designed to help combat those things, and it's designed to boost energy levels and increase focus as well. And that's what you want to do. You want to put your headphones in and get in the zone and just, channel whatever anger you have from the day if you're going after work or whatever, and just do your thing and get it done, but also have the energy to make it through. Now, with pre-workout, there's really no consistent set of ingredients for a pre-workout. They kind of vary from brand to brand, but what I do want to talk about is I just want to touch on the essentials that are found in basically, all pre-workouts, or a good pre-workout in my opinion. And what you should be looking for when you're picking a pre-workout. So the main and most important ingredient, again, this is my opinion, is caffeine. Obviously, this is what's going to do the most of the work to get you through that workout and push you and give you that, whether it be false energy or not, it gives you that energy to get shit done. So that's what it's all about. The caffeine content of pre-workouts varies wildly between different pre-workout, brands, companies, whatever. And there's even companies or brands that have multiple pre-workouts. So there's some that are, aimed more towards women, which I don't know, that's kind of a touchy subject, but not to be sexist, but I know from experience that a lot of women don't like to have creatine in their pre-workout, or they don't like to have, all the tingles and stuff. But some people like that. So these are things that you're going to it's going to depend upon from person to person. So not everyone's the same. Not everyone looks for the same stuff. And some people can handle way more caffeine than others. Like me, for instance, I have an insanely high tolerance to caffeine, and that is from years of abuse and basically giving myself an ulcer back in the day when I was just hammering caffeine to stay alive, and not a good scene. So, number one ingredient, caffeine, obviously, and like I said, it's going to vary wildly between the different brands, but you're going to find anywhere from like 100 150 milligrams up to like 400 milligrams. We're talking per serving. 400 milligrams, obviously, that sounds insane, but that is actually what I am using right now for my pre-workout, but I will dive into that later. There is even stimulant-free options available now, and they're becoming more and more popular. So you just get the pump and the focus without the caffeine. So the stimulant stuff, if you're someone who just doesn't handle stimulants well, or you're trying to reduce your stimulant intake, then a stimulant-free pre-workout could be a really great option. Secondly, nitric oxide precursors. So that would be L-arginine and L-citrulline, and those help improve blood flow. And you're going to find those in pretty much every decent pre-workout that, if you want to get that sweet, sweet pump. So that is what those are there for. Arginine, for example, it's a nitrogen dioxide booster and an amino acid that kind of acts as like a vasodilator, so you can get more pump. I did mention about the tingles, so I'll touch on that. This is found in a ton of pre-workouts, and again, some people like this, and it's basically only there to make you feel something so that you think it's working, that it's kicking in. And it's unnecessary beta-alanine or niacin. So beta-alanine is actually a little bit more expensive. So that's what actually gives you that like flushed, itchy, tingly skin. But a cheaper alternative is niacin, but you have to use way more to get that same effect. And again, these are in there for no other reason than just to make it feel like it's kicking in. But again, some people like that because they're like, oh yeah, like, as soon as they feel that, they're like, yeah, I'm good to go. Let's head to the gym and crush this workout. But again, they're essentially fillers, and just to make you feel like it's, really rushing through your veins. But that is the essentials on ingredient profiles: caffeine, arginine, citrulline, and then you have your beta-alanine, niacin. Those are the ones you're going to find. And there's going to be other things, obviously, like I said, but those are like the key components that you will find in a good pre-workout. And that's what you should be looking for. And again, those dosages are going to vary. Like a lot of times it's like 3,000 milligrams of citrulline to give you a really good pump. How much is necessary? Honestly, I don't know what how much of your body uses or disposes of, or what's actually valuable. That I don't have the information on, but I do know that they work. So arginine and citrulline definitely work to give you the pump, and we all love the sweet pump. So that's that. How to take a pre-workout. Might sound silly, but I know people do it differently. Like, it's always recommended to take it a half hour before your workout. And I actually find this, for me personally, just too much time. That is because I don't sip on pre-workout. Like, I mix it up and I take giant swigs, probably like 3 to 4 giant swigs, and it's gone. And I usually do this in a matter of minutes. So, I mean, if you just casually sip on it for a half an hour, sure. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend getting it downrange as quick as possible, getting it right in your system, and then heading right to the gym. While on that topic, though, this whole dry scoop phenomenon nonsense that's going on, I don't know if it's a fad. Actually, you know what? It is definitely a fad because it's stupid. And you will get exactly the same effect just by using a smaller amount of water. So if you really want or if you think that dry scooping it is going to make it like get in your system quicker, it's that's not true. You can literally just put a smaller amount of water in your shaker, like that much with the powder, and mix it up and do it in like one shot, and you're going to get the exact same effect. Don't dry scoop. It is stupid. Not to mention, a majority of pre-workouts contain pure citric acid. And by dry scooping, you're putting that undiluted citric acid right in your mouth, right on your teeth, and that wears away the enamel of your teeth. So if you needed a reason to not do it or to hate it even more, there it is. So don't do that shit. It is stupid. It is purely for Instagram or whatever, because no one just does that on their own without filming it. So don't do it. Stupid. It's a fad. That's all I have to say about it. Also, when it comes to taking pre-workout, I'm a firm believer in cycling my pre-workout, and no, like not cycling different brands, like actually completely phasing out pre-workout and, just for a period of time and then incorporating it back in later on. I do this with almost all supplements that I take, because I feel it's the best way to maximize results. And your body adjusts and adapts when, something becomes a constant. So by removing it for a little while and then reintroducing it, you can yield way better results in my experience. I've done this, like I said, with all my supplements and especially pre-workout, because like if you just continuously take pre-workout, first of all, it's probably going to take its toll on you because it is, it's not the healthiest stuff. And it's good just to everything in moderation. That is a thing for a reason, because you'll get the best results. So take it out, switch to black coffee. Hear me out. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, but when I started intermittent fasting, which I will obviously talk about in another separate podcast altogether, because I could go on for easily a half hour about that. But when I did switch to intermittent fasting, I phased out pre-workout because I was so strict. I did all my research to make sure that okay, what can I actually put in my body during a fasted state? And like pre-workout, BCAAs, any of that stuff, any amino acids, they break your fast, like a true fasted state. So even though it's not solid food, it's still liquid, but there's still stuff that your body has to metabolize. Therefore, if your metabolism is engaged, you're not in a true fasted state. And I just was like, okay, so black coffee is my thing. And obviously, after taking pre-workout for so long, I thought, okay, this is going to be super tough. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through my workouts. But honestly, it's not that hard. Like, once you make the transition and get used to it, my workouts were no different. They weren't any... The actual quality of my workout was not less because I wasn't taking pre-workout. So it is very much a mental thing, and I get it. I do like the idea of taking or drinking something before a workout, because it mentally prepares me for getting in the gym and doing my thing. Drinking coffee just doesn't quite have the same effect, I guess. But you know what? I still had amazing workouts. 2 cups of black coffee, or a black coffee with a shot of espresso, whatever, get in there and just go to town. And you know what? I still had amazing workouts. Yes, I trained fasted too, and that's a whole other thing, but I highly recommend phasing out pre-workout if you've been on it for a long time. Remove it from your diet or from your life. Just switch to black coffee, and I promise you, you will still get in the gym, still have great workouts. And then when you're ready, give it I would say a month, 30 days, bring it back in and go from there, and keep doing that. I promise you that the benefits will definitely be there, and your body will probably thank you as well. Obviously, if you're replacing pre-workout with 6 cups of coffee, then that's kind of counterintuitive. I would not recommend that. But I was that guy showing up to the gym with a cup of black coffee, a mug, or not mug, but my Timmy's cup, straight up Canada shit. But that was me. I would just go pick that up on my way to the gym, and I would throw a bit of cold water in there, slam that, and go do my thing. And you know what? Yes, I was lacking the extras, for the pump and all that stuff, and the caffeine wasn't as crazy. but it's still totally viable. So if you're going to ask me, do I need a pre-workout? No, I don't need a pre-workout. But do I enjoy taking pre-workout? 100%. I love it. If you're wondering what my go-to pre-workout is right now, it's actually Pump Addict from Believe Supplements. And they are putting out wicked products. This stuff is, no joke, super powerful. 400 milligrams of caffeine. So like, that's in a full scoop. It's not recommended to take a full scoop. The dosing is actually based on half scoop. But me being me, and I don't mess around when it comes to caffeine content. So yep, full scoop for me. Boom, does the trick, and we're golden. So that's what's up, guys. If you have any more questions about pre-workout, I would love to hear them. By the way, the podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and obviously my Buzzsprout host site. And I appreciate everyone who took the time to listen, watch, however you chose to do it. Last thing I'll talk about is my Life Rips tea, because obviously if you're watching the video format of this, there's going to be some questions. Yes, this is a Chris D'Elia product, and I bought it before the allegations were out about Chris D'Elia. I won't get into commenting on that, but I think he's a funny guy. He has a great podcast, or had a great podcast, but I just really liked the shirt. I'm still going to wear it because I really like the shirt. It's got nothing to do with wanting to show support for him or what he did or anything like that, but it's just a cool t-shirt. So just wanted to address that. Thank you so much, guys. I'll keep this going on a weekly basis, and I will always find something to talk about. Thank you. If you watched, please hit that subscribe button. I can't remember where there. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anything like that, please follow, save, whatever it is like. And I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. Peace.